Hola clase, ¿cómo están? Excelente, and welcome back. All right, here's your warm-up. Again, we're using our travel vocabulary. Okay, clase, por favor, saquen papel y practiquen. Pause the video now. All right, so using our new verbs, hacemos cola en seguridad. The flight attendant is nice. So keep in mind we're describing a woman here, so it is la auxiliar de vuelo es simpática. Número 3, my gate is B4 and the departure is at 4 o'clock. Mi puerta es B4 y la salida es a las 4. My suitcase is at the baggage claim. Mi maleta está en el reclamo de equipaje. Because it's where it is, está. Mi boleto indica Atlanta a Miami y Miami a Atlanta. Es un boleto de ida y vuelta. My ticket says Atlanta to Miami and Miami to Atlanta. It is a round trip ticket. Okay, now just so everyone knows, this Friday we are having a quiz over this vocabulary. And it's going to be a big vocabulary quiz because this is a big vocabulary. Okay, so please make sure you study up for that. Study every day. I cannot tell you enough times. Study every day. All right, one last time on the video, I'm going to go over your vocabulary. So let's have a look. All right, travel website. Try to play along here. Try to say it. El sitio web de viajes. To confirm the flight. Confirmar el vuelo. To pack a suitcase. Hacer la maleta. To take a trip. Hacer un viaje. To go on vacation. Ir de vacaciones. Now, a lot of these words are reused, which is good news for you. Things like vuelo and viaje and equipaje. To call, llamar a, because we're calling a person. To travel, viajar. So how would you say we travel? Nosotros viajamos. La escala. El boleto. El boleto de ida y vuelta. Luggage is el equipaje. Identification. La identificación. El pasaporte. El itinerario. La maleta. This is a boarding pass. La tarjeta de embarque. To board. Abordar. Airport. Aeropuerto. Flight attendant. Auxiliar de vuelo. El or la, depending on the gender of the person. To check luggage. Facturar el equipaje. Baggage claim. El reclamo de equipaje. To get in line. Hacer cola. You'll see this word hacer a lot of times. Hacer cola, to make a line. Hacer la maleta, to make a suitcase. The screen. La pantalla. Passenger. El pasajero, la pasajera. Pasar por. Security is seguridad. La aduana. La inmigración. Gate is a puerta. Salida. Llegada. El vuelo. And again, remember the flight attendant has this word, auxiliar de vuelo. El avión. House of exchange. Casa de cambio. Train station. La estación de tren. La parada de autobús. Tomar un taxi. Like yo tomo un taxi. And where is? ¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde queda? Okay. Now, during this time in the live class, what I'm going to do is call on people and I will say, I'll ask some of these questions. So let me show you what some of these questions are going to be. So I'm going to give you all 5 minutes to study in class, and then I'm going to call on you with some of these questions. So for example, if I asked you, ¿Te gusta viajar? What am I asking? Do you like to travel? Why? So you could say, me gusta viajar porque es interesante, es divertido. ¿A dónde quieres viajar? What is that one asking? ¿A dónde quieres viajar? Where do you want to travel? This is a personal question. This would depend on who you are. ¿Cuántas maletas necesitas cuando vas de vacaciones? How many suitcases do you need? So you would say like, yo necesito 3 maletas. ¿Sabes el nombre de un sitio web de viajes? Do you know the name of a travel website? So you could say Orbitz, Kayak, hotels.com. ¿Dónde queda un aeropuerto cerca de Augusta? What's that asking? Where is an airport near Augusta? You could say, hay un aeropuerto en Daniel Field, hay un aeropuerto en Bushfield. Let's do one more. ¿Hay una estación de tren o paradas de autobús en Augusta? You could say, no hay estación de tren, pero hay paradas de autobús. Hay muchas paradas de autobús en Augusta. There's no train station. There are plenty of freight trains that come through, but nothing that we could get on and travel. Okay, but yes, there are many bus stops in Augusta. If you look at Washington Road, you'll see them. Okay, now, the last thing for today is I am going to give you 3 pages in the workbook to do. Now, since I can't physically give you the workbook, here they are. So here's the first one. Okay, now I've also posted these on Google Classroom, so you can do them there. Okay, so right now, pause the video, go over to Google Classroom, and do these 3 pages that I've posted, and then hit play on the video. Excuse me. And I will go over them. Okay? Now, there's no point in just copying what I say because I'm not going to check this anyway. So pause the video, pull up those pages, and get your practice in. You can write it on a sheet of paper if you want to. And then I'm going to go over them when you hit play. All right? So do these and pause the video now. Okay, so I'm just going to go straight through these. So you got to underline the best one to complete the sentence. Voy de vacaciones y primero necesito confirmar el vuelo. The key word here is primero, which means first. I'm going on vacation, and first I need to confirm the flight. Later you pass through security. Voy a Dallas y luego vuelvo a Miami. Necesito un boleto de ida y vuelta. I'm going to Dallas, and then I'm returning to Miami. I need a round trip ticket. Okay. So first one, vamos de viaje y voy a, let's see, first one would be hacer las maletas. We're going on a trip, and I'm going to pack my bags. Debo traer el traje de baño si vamos a la playa. So I forgot to tell you that word. Traje de baño is bathing suit. I should bring my bathing suit if we go to the beach. Tienes, blank, para confirmar la hora del vuelo. Tienes el itinerario. You have the itinerary to confirm the time of the flight. Sí, y también tengo, I would say, la identificación para abordar el avión. Yes, and also I have identification to board the plane. Now, in just a minute, y'all, the bell is going to ring, so just ignore it. En el aeropuerto, vamos a hacer cola para facturar el equipaje. At the airport, we're going to get in line to check the baggage. Sí, y tenemos que preguntar dónde queda la puerta. Yes, and we have to ask where the gate is. Okay, so use these pictures and write questions asking for directions. Por favor, ¿dónde queda la parada de autobús? ¿Dónde queda un taxi? ¿Dónde queda la estación de tren? ¿Dónde queda el hotel? Okay? All right, now the second page is this. So basically, order these in order from 1 to 6 as far as what to do, the steps to take. So first, I would say comprar el boleto de ida y vuelta. First, you buy the ticket. Then, number 2, hacer las maletas. Pack your bags. Then number 3, llegar al aeropuerto. Arrive at the airport. 4 would be facturar el equipaje. Check your luggage. You give it to them. 5 would be pasar por seguridad. Then you pass through security. And finally, número 6, abordar. After all that, you get on the plane. Okay, now one term that we did not learn is travel agent and travel agency. If you don't know, a travel agent is someone that you sit down with. You don't even have to pay them, and they help you put a trip together. They say, all right, I'll book your flight. I'll get you a hotel. You need a rental car, and they do all that for you. You don't pay them anything. They get paid by people like airlines and hotels and things like that. It's kind of interesting. Okay. Use the drawings to complete the sentences. So, la señora Garcia compra un boleto en, and this would be la agencia de viajes, the travel agency. Don't worry about that one. All right, number 2. Ellos hacen cola para facturar el equipaje. Now, if you haven't traveled a lot, you might not recognize what they're doing, but this is where they are checking their baggage. You go to the counter and hand it over. Facturar el equipaje. Write 2 sentences about a friend or relative's trip and how they ask for transportation. So you could say, mi tío va de vacaciones. En el aeropuerto, él pregunta, ¿dónde queda la estación de autobús? Okay. And then we have our third page. All right, so this is where we have the word bank. Lidia va de viaje porque es verano y no tiene clases. Necesita comprar el boleto y hacer el itinerario con un agente de viajes. Antes de viajar, tiene que confirmar el vuelo. En el aeropuerto tiene que facturar el equipaje. Después del vuelo, buscar las maletas en el reclamo de equipaje. Lidia trae el equipaje, en el equipaje su traje de baño para ir a la playa. Lydia is bringing in her luggage her bathing suit to go to the beach. Okay. Now, describe the drawings in complete sentences. So, el chico hace la maleta. La señora factura el equipaje. Ellos pasan por seguridad. This is the metal detector scanner thing. And ellas toman un taxi. Complete the conversation with 3 sentences between Marcela and the agent. Por favor, ¿dónde queda el Hotel Bellavista? El hotel está en el centro. Está en el centro, es downtown. Necesito un boleto para tomar un tren. Okay, dame $5. Okay, so that's that. All right, so that is today's lesson. Study, 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 study. Get ready for Friday's vocabulary quiz. Adios.